Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. Hopefully you watched my little debate or friendly conversation that I had with the socialist slash communist the other day. If you haven't, you can find the videos just a few days ago. It is on all of my channels, BitChute library, whatnot. But I wanted to talk about that, not really critiquing the debate itself, but more about talking about the theme behind leftism. Have you noticed that the theme behind leftism is victimhood and lack and serious self-limiting beliefs that many of these people seem to have? Why else would people ask for government to provide for them? Why else would they expect other people to provide for them their health care, their school, their college, everything that they ask for, right? They believe that they have rights to all of these things. What is a right? Something that is inherent. Not something that you have to earn or do anything for. It's something that is inherently given to you. It exists all on its own, standalone existence, right? So it just leaves me I've been thinking about it for the past few days because I told the guy, he was a nice enough guy, young kid, misguided in his belief system, obviously, but a decent enough guy, not an idiot in any sense, intelligent enough. But it's the mindset. It's that leftism mindset, which is absolute lack and absolute self-defeating, limiting beliefs. And what do I mean by that? Well, you'll notice multiple times he said, well, not everybody can own a business. And, you're forced to work at a Walmart. You're forced to work at McDonald's. You have to give up your labor just to live. And, so it's that victimhood with that belief that there's a lack in the world and that self-limiting belief, and then they portray that and exert that onto other people, right? They push their belief system onto others. Well, there's no way that those poor black people over there, they couldn't start a business. They must be wage slaves. And that is I think one of the major problems that we face in the West right now, is that the propaganda machine, the education, the government, everything that's been specifically designed to crush us, right, has now infested young people in this country. And that's why we see this resurgence in socialism and communism, because that fighting spirit, that free spirit of what this country was supposedly founded on, is pretty much devoid in many young people these days. And I think that's why we see this, oh, give me my health care, give me my free college. I deserve health insurance, and it's because they don't believe that they can get it. They don't believe that they can attain these things on their own without somebody else's assistance. So all of the propaganda, all of the brainwashing, all of the nonsense from the public school system, all of that stuff, and then you have to put some of the blame onto the parents, right? The parents giving everybody participation trophies, letting kids live at home until they're 35 years old, until they finally have to kick them out. We have the perpetual schoolgoers, right? The people that stay in college for 15, 20 years, just school. Here's a grant. Another government-backed, higher education loan, right? And so it leads these people to believe that they just cannot do anything. They must work for a giant corporation. That's the only way that they could possibly make it. There's no way that they could ever start their own business. There's no way that they could trade their skills or their mental power for resources of any kind. There's no way they could do that. Somebody else must provide that job. Somebody else must provide that security. And I think that's what it is. And that's, that also kind of goes along with the whole how they use minorities, people of color, as they like to call them, as little scapegoats, right? Oh, well, people of color have been victimized and we need reparations and everything like that. They are portraying their inner failure and their lack of confidence and their self-defeating mentality onto black people, Hispanics, Asians, everybody, right? They push that onto them, and that's why they see everybody as a victim, when the reality couldn't be further from the truth. Even in the midst of the absolute tyranny that we're going through, people can still make it if they want. That's the thing. People can still make it. People can still change their own situations, which will then enable them to change the world around them, right? It'll help them change the core group of people, their family, their friends, their coworkers, associates, acquaintances, whatever, right? Because the better that you do as an individual means that you are able to then help other people increase their stature in the world, right? So the better that everybody does individually means that the collective can then do better, all within their free will, all totally freely, without coercion, without needing government force, without needing government agents to, stick a gun in your face and steal more tax money so that people can have insurance. It is still, right now, even with everything going on, anybody could start their own business. They could start their own situation. They can use their own unique talent and turn that into currency, turn that into barter, whatever it might be. Anybody can do it. And if you look, and also we talked in the debate, right, was well, do you think Jeff Bezos is the smartest guy in the world? No, I don't think Jeff Bezos is the smartest guy in the world. Neither is Bill Gates. Neither is Elon Musk. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between people that succeed in life, and especially at high levels, versus those that stay on welfare, work, hourly wage jobs the rest of their lives, right? And what is that? Well, obviously there's some bit of luck. Obviously there's some connections, at the very, very top, right? Like Jeff Bezos, connected, and I'll probably put there intentionally, right? But just say the average business owner, couple millionaire, nothing extreme, but a rich person, right? It is tenacity, grit, motivation, willing to outwork the other guy, not having fear, not being scared to put themselves into situations that they might not have faced before, right? People limit themselves with these negative beliefs all the time. And that's every single one of us. And I'm guilty of it too. All of us do it, right? It's just to different extents. But the people that end up getting that success at that high level that most people want to achieve in their lives, they don't quit. They get knocked down and they get back up. They get knocked down, they get back up. No matter what happens, they have that prize in their inner eye, right? And then they go for it. They have faith that they're going to do it, and then they go for it. No matter what it takes. They work towards it. They hustle. They grind. They will do whatever it takes. And anybody can do it. Anyone. Any one of us can do it if we have that same go-getter spirit, right? And it reminds me, so when I was a kid, 15, whatever, going after jobs and everything, there's specific places that I wanted to work. I went and put applications everywhere. And, what did I do? Got dressed up, put a tie on, made myself look great. I have tattoos. None of them show. You can't see them when I'm wearing, normal clothes or anything, right? So, no piercings, no crazy. I present myself properly. And what would I do? I'd go to each and every one of the businesses. Grocery stores I really wanted to work at a grocery store at one point. Ended up getting the job. So the specific grocery store that I wanted to work at, I knew I wanted to work there. I wanted to be some type of manager, get into some kind of upper position because I thought the benefits were good at the time. They had a good union. I was a young guy, right? Don't get on me about the union thing, right? But what did I do? I went in every other day. First time I went, no, we're all full. We're not hiring right now. Sorry. Unfortunately, we might consider you, but right now we're just not hiring. I said, okay, great. I'm going to check back soon. Went back in, found the manager. 2 days later, yeah, hi, hey, my name's Winston. Nice to meet you. Remember, I came in a couple days ago. Did you ever get a chance to review my resume? Right? I did that every other day. I think it was for 2 or 3 weeks until the guy's like, okay, listen, buddy. I get it, okay? I get it. We're going to hire you on. But here's the thing. You're going to have the absolute worst, dirtiest job that is in the store. It is the ripper. You are going to be a ripper. And I'm like, fine, I'll take it. Didn't even tell me what it was. I'll take it. I can start right now. And he was like, well, hold on a second. You don't even know what the job is. You don't even know what it is yet. Why? You can't just tell me you're going to take it. I said, yeah, I know that I want to work here, and I know that I'm going to outwork everybody here, and I want this job, so I'll take it, whatever it is. He's like, okay, well, here's what the job is. It's night crew. You're going to follow the night stalkers. You're going to follow them, and you're going to clean up after them. That's it. If they need you to rip up boxes, you rip up the boxes, you put them in the baler, you put them in a bale, and you haul it out to the back. If they need a drink, you get them a drink. When it's lunch break, you heat up their food in the microwave. You do whatever they tell you. If they need to take a leak, you go hold their you know what while they take a leak. You do whatever they tell you. You are their bitch. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So what did I do? I took it. Then I ended up moving, and it's all union, you know what I mean? So there's like a certain procedure of getting promoted and everything. What did I do? Ended up doing that for a few months, and then they moved me to a bagger, right, in front of the house, kind of a thing. Moved me to a bagger. Got bagger employee of the year. Ended up going to they used to have these bagger competitions. Went to the state bagging championship. Didn't win it or whatever, but I did pretty well, right? And then what ended up happening? Ended up being the general merchandise manager, right? So then I took that. Then another company, an outside company, recruited me from there. I was 18 years old, the first person in the position at that place, right? So I'm not bragging, right? The moral of the story is, nowadays, kids, they just go online, they put on, and then they sit at home and wait. Oh, I can't get a job. I can't get a job. You have to hustle. You have to out hustle the other guy. And that's the thing about a free market capitalist society, is you have to hustle. If you don't hustle, your results will show for it. If you do hustle, your results will show for it. And you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be super, intelligent. You don't need a degree. You don't need any of these things. All you need is that tenacity, that drive, that hustle, and that absolute lack of fear. And you can do it. Any one of us can. I've done it. Everybody around me's done it. Anybody can do it. And this is from me, a guy that grew up in and out of foster care, in and out of juvenile hall, in and out of the streets, dealing with I was not a good kid, right? So I was able to turn that around, and anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. Anybody can do it. Especially if my dumbass can do it, your dumbass can do it. So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in today. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you don't already. Be sure to support the channel if you would like. You can do so by downloading the Brave browser. You could also throw a one-time donation to my PayPal, which is linked below, or sign up monthly for my Subscribe Star. Really appreciate all of the support either way. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you're all doing well. Tune in tomorrow for another video, and take care.